All right, we are returning. Hey, no advertisements in the background, please. Hello. All right, let's see here. Which direction was I going? Here we go. This is the way I was going. Where's that coming from? I really should not have anything making noise in the background. I'm okay today. It's still. Where is that coming from? This should be muted. This should be quiet. Yeah. I don't understand. What's the sound coming from? Oh, here. Okay. I was like, what the heck? Okay. There. Now. With the no noise in the background. En español. And what year though? I'm guessing year one. Doesn't say. You definitely would have more than 1 year of Spanish. Let's just throw that book. It's a ticket, Earth, Wind, and Fire in the Civic Auditorium. Why would you? That's a colossal size ticket. Oh. Hey, Lonnie. I'm sorry my mom was such a bitch last night. She's hardly ever around since her forest is like an hour away, and then when she is home, she takes it out on you. Like, because you're not a member of the family, she knows you won't call her on it. And I'm sorry. It's okay. I know she's just jealous of our cool and freewheeling lifestyles. I feel sorry for you. I'm lucky my mom lives in Florida. You have to have a mom every day. Sorry, I didn't mean to bring up the mom thing like that. I know I shouldn't complain. No, I'm being serious. My mom is a psycho Christian and her new husband, Don, is a complete tool. Living in Florida with him is her eternal punishment in my mind. So, you wouldn't rather live with your mom in Florida? Oh, well, that's one response, I suppose. I guess. That's a little bit on the intense side. There's again a lot of the angsty anti-parents going back to the not necessarily having to agree with authority, but at least respecting the people who are in authority to some extent. Let's see here. Sam, this school is the coolest thing I found in Mexico, and it was like $3 American. I love it. Merry Christmas. Miss you. Treasure it always. Uh, they don't even go into details on what exactly the mom did that would even be defined as such, and I feel like it would be very easy for them to just be acting like brats, which I don't like. Manual for Forestry Research and Education, Revision 4. Tacoma County Forestry Service, issued by the United States Department of Agriculture. Pacific Northwest Research. Yeah, that's what it's called. The Pacific Northwest Rainforest. Uh, and Education Service. Take care of our forests. Pacific Northwest Conservation Department, Oregon Forestry Department Planning, and Environmental Services Department, Tacoma County, Oregon. Special Forestry Manual, 1990. Um, Sam, since you refused to hear us out this afternoon, your mother and I are putting this in writing so that you are absolutely clear. You are grounded for the rest of the month from social and telephone privileges, and from using your car for anything except going to and from school. We understand that what you are going through, but we can't allow you to continue with this kind of behavior at school. And clearly, once your privileges are reinstated, we can't allow you to have your bedroom door closed while Lonnie is at the house. This is the last word on the matter. Get back on course so this won't have to happen again. Distributing inappropriate materials on school grounds. Phone call to students' parents. Out of school suspension 24th to the 28th.
I had an interesting talk with Mom and Dad tonight. One you were never gonna need to have. I mean, you've known, right? I've known. I've known since, like, She-Ra. Mom and Dad didn't, I guess. But they saw the zine and the stuff on the locker, and they were like, is there something we should know about you and Lonnie? And so here's the thing. I was prepared for them to be mad, or disappointed, or start crying, or something. But they were just in denial. You're too young to know what you want. You and Lonnie are just good friends. You just haven't met the right boy. It's a phase. That's what I didn't see coming. That they wouldn't even respect me enough to believe me. Well, joke's on them, because they're in for one very long phase.
Hi, Mom, Dad, and Sam. The Vatican is weird. As you can see, the Catholic Church still has a lot of money left over from the Middle Ages. I've gotten to see all of the art, including the Sistine Chapel ceiling, and the sculptures by Michelangelo, Donatello, and the rest of the Ninja Turtles. Mom, we'll have to come back together. I would love to be here with someone who really appreciates history behind everything. Also, Sam, they have various relics, as in pieces of important dead people, so you should probably come too. Next up, Barcelona. Calm down, Dad. I won't be gored by a bull. Probably. Love, Katie. Um, while I don't know how much the relationship has anything to do with um, a phase, I genuinely would disagree that you would be in a phase necessarily. I mean, some people might be, but that doesn't necessarily mean everyone would be. Obviously not. I myself identify as pansexual, so I can totally come to the conclusion that one might have some social disagreement with the parents. But I feel like a lot more of the disagreement on this, based on the characters they've created, are the fact that Lonnie is very rude and disrespectful more than anything else. I don't necessarily know that distributing a feminist magazine is grounds for suspension necessarily. I think that's a little bit on the ridiculous side. Um, there might be something in the magazine that is more on the side of offensive. Maybe it has like something that's inappropriate for schools. Well, that was an interesting physics. Um, Maybe there's something that's more on the sexual side that they don't want at school, or something relating to alcohol, which is pretty much a no-go when it comes to schools. So I don't necessarily know what was in the zine. I highly doubt that just because it was a feminist magazine that it would be in any way um, considered inappropriate. In fact, most of the time at the schools I've been to in a fairly conservative state have no problem with anything relating to feminism. In fact, they've kind of talked feminism before. So I think that that might be either a little hyperbolic or there's something in the zine that would make it inappropriate, not so much the fact that it is a feminist or LGBT thing. Although this was 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 20 years ago. So maybe it would have been different then. I don't know. Let's see here. First off, congratulations, Janice Greenbrier, Regional Director. And one day, and I say congratulations because come on, you're going to take the job, right? What are you waiting for? An engraved invitation? Call them back. But in the meantime, let's discuss the little outing that you had with your favorite flannel-clad hunk. With our favorite flannel-clad hunk. What a blast. But you sound like you're reading a lot into the innocent night out. You're sure there's something there? You said he has an out-of-town girlfriend. You sure they're not serious? Okay, so we have to figure out when we'll see each other next in person. Enough with the letters. Owe you a congratulatory margarita, boss lady. Soon, Carol. Um, I'm also not a big fan of the whole relationship on the side, possibly with this other new guy. I So far, the biggest criticism I guess I have, besides the things I said last time, is it seems like these characters really are just not very likable. They're rude to each other. They don't have any respect for their own relationships and family. I mean, I have a lot of problems with that manuscript. Where's the light that works, since for some reason that one over there doesn't want to? The Accidental Warrior. Don't give up on this, honey. So see there, she's being encouraging, and then at the same time she also might be seeing someone behind his back. I don't I don't agree with that. What's in here? Plates and towels and nothing really that important. Hey, Amy, how are you? I still have to apologize to Morgana because I was right in the middle of a thing yesterday and totally missed out on her messages until she left, and now I feel really, really bad. Okay, so this is just another exit to the same place. What do we have in here? Oh, there's gotta be another cassette tape in this room somewhere. I knew it. This one is Bratmobile, some special, and then letter L for Lonnie. Cards, and a check. Man, they leave a lot of blank checks around. I feel like that would be dangerous. The Accidental Savior. Another unknown dimension literature Discovery Press. November 21st, 1963. John Russell knows that the president's life hangs in the balance, but who would believe him? Oh, my nose, you guys, I swear, this is very recent and frustrating. Well, we could just waste that if we wanted to, I suppose. Sayer's Finest Cookie Caramel. Some fish sticks. 100% whole minced fillets. Cooking instructions. Upside down cooking instructions. This thing is really hard to rotate in certain directions. There we go. Move rack to middle of oven. Cooking, cooking, cooking. But now you guys can read it if you want to. Keep frozen until ready to cook. Frozen vegetables picked at the height of freshness. That's our pledge to you. We guarantee satisfaction with our product or your money back. Frozen spinach. Miller's whole kernel corn. There we go. See, the axis of rotation is kind of weird on products in this game. Like, I can spin it one way and it will go certain directions, and then I can spin it a totally different way and it'll go very different directions. Like, opposite, like, this is down and this is up, this is left and this is right. And then sometimes when I'm trying to, like, flip it upside down, I have to, like, really wobble it around to get it to flip. It's a thing. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. To say. Mr. and Mrs. Jonathan Blair request the honor of your presence at the marriage of their daughter, Helen Margaret and Mr. Richard Morris Pattermock. Sunday, the 4th of June, 1995. 4:30 in the afternoon. Sunset Lutheran Church, Seaside, Oregon. Sam's schedule working at the Crown Burger on Bether Road. Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. Saturday, 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. Amore Pizza. That is an awesome. I like that magnet. That's great. Here is some cola. Some cola from Nelson Co., Tennessee. Some milk. So we're here sometime in May or early June, I would hope. This milk doesn't even have a milk label. Ketchup. Tomato ketchup. Finley's. Taste it! The nutritional facts. Milk. There we go. Willamette Dairies. Wait, then what's the big giant milk up there? Why would you get two different types of milk? Hey, that's the same type of milk I get. Well, no. Vitamin D additives. We get whole milk, because of course we do. It's freaking awesome. Uh, Russian dressing. I don't know that I've had Russian dressing. Raspberry jam. Cheese. Sandwich slices, American cheese. Heck yes. Let's grab the one out from underneath it and put it back in that order. Good. I'm glad. Sweet pickle relish. What's in the dishwasher? There are indeed dishes in the dishwasher. There's one red cup. Everything else in here is completely plain and white. Maybe that's symbolic of the fact that Sam is different than the rest of the family. Who knows? I don't know how much they wrote into that. It's possible. I don't know for sure. You guys need to set your clocks. Why is there a drawer just sitting up here? You silly goose. Whoa, yeah, like seriously, what the heck's happening in the kitchen here? Why is it just such a complete disaster? Is this also supposed to be symbolic of something? Congratulations on your new position. Bruce Pendleton, Head of Personnel, State Forestry Service. Dear Regional Conservation Director Greenbrier, having received your formal acceptance letter, I write to congratulate you on your new position as Regional Conservation Director of the State Forestry Service. We wish you luck in your final weeks at Flintlock National Forest and very much look forward to welcoming you to the new desk in the State Forestry Office at 8 a.m. on May 1st. Mom. Pin, 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 pin. Also, this kitchen is weird. I don't see a sink. Oh wait, there it is. Why? It's just laying here. Why? I can't put things in a vertical sink. More Russian dressing. Potato chips from Judy's Potato Chips. This is the ones that they had in the secret area. Got canned black beans. There's the nutritional stuff. Canned yellow sliced peaches. Borderlands 2 is awesome. Amy, what's up? You didn't ever respond to me when I asked how you were. Or are you still here? Inside of here there are things such as corn and water. This is also sweet corn. What's good? Black beans. More black beans. Some baguette beans. More baguette beans. Sliced piaches. And some grain beans. Honey snaps, fuel for winners. Food pyramid nutritionist recommends 6 to 11 servings of grains per day. Get started with Honey Snap cereal. Oh yeah. Hey now. Bran with fiber. Crispy flakes and baked oat rounds. 2 cups. Oh, this is instruction. Ooh, if anyone wants to make pecan bran muffins, here's some instructions. You should try them out. So there. How to enjoy your daily fiber. Okay, cool. And you don't get out of the picking everything up procedure. Ooh. Levine's Own. Gee, I wonder if that's a reference to Newman's Own. Thousand Island dressing. I want to make a diet dressing called 500 Islands. Man, this family likes corn. Some more baguette beans. Some more Blake beans. Quick, you're making a mess down there. Oh yeah, there we go. This is important. Vanilla cake mix. Here's a lemon lime soda cake recipe if anyone wants that. Hey, go right ahead. That's totally fine. Let's see here. This is what is needed to produce just a standard vanilla cake, I suppose. These are the nutritional facts. Hey, you're making a mess down there. Tuna dinner. Classic flavor. Here's a tuna tomato casserole, if anyone's interested in a tuna tomato casserole. Here is the skillet method of producing the tuna dinner. And these are the nutritional information. Hamburger dinner. Add 1 lb of hamburger. Home style. Why is this one at an angle? Is it because I'm tilted downward? This is the skillet method for this particular product. This is an oven casserole with beef and green beans. And these are the nutritional facts. Hey, you're making a mess. Hey! Here's the hip O's. Oh, yeah. Oh, look, it's got maze. Oh, that's the solution to the maze. Someone already did the maze. Hey! What's with the making the mess? What's... No. Go up on the shelf. You can do it. I believe in you. Oh, you're making it all worse. Hippos. Do what you're supposed to do. Ah, no. I did it. I cleaned it up, you guys. Look how clean and nice it is. Oh, there's more. Dr. Jitters. Best soda. Good. Oh, and more cola cola from Almonds. Here's a dustpan. We don't want the dustpan on the floor. That looks like a mess. There we go. Much better. And a broom. Well, hello there. Hey, hey, you're looking all gross and messy like that. Stop it. There, much better. There, look, the floor's all clean. It looks beautiful. The floor looks wonderful. Thank you. Um, well, that's an exceptionally dark area when that's shut off. There's nothing in the oven. Well, I'm gonna turn this on simply so I can see things over here, apparently. Alright, so that's the kitchen. I think we succeeded at the kitchen. Here's peanut butter. Oh, creamy, that's the best kind. I don't like the texture of chunky peanut butter. And here's a Dr. Jitter. A can this time. Oh, mugs. 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 And towels. Oh, look at these cups. They're all colorful. Hey! I'm such a good kid. Probably the best kid. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Good. I did it, you guys. I did that. That was a thing. Why? Why with the so dark I can't even see the light switch? This is not my favorite part of the game. Now I understand why there's the all lights on switch. But I'll be honest, it's not because of some trigger warning for dark for me. It's just because I can't see to do anything. Here we go. Oh, hey. This is paint can. Oh, yeah. This is how you hold paint cans, right? Finch interior. Premium eggshell latex. High binding acrylic formula. This one's a white color, and this one's a yellow color. What's this say? Unknown Dimension Literature. Dear Mr. Greenbrier, first let me say that I hope this missive finds you well. Hell. What? Hell, oh no, hell, it feels like a goddamn miracle that it finds you at all. Do you know how long we've been trying to track you down? We're not. We aren't the feds, the men in black, or any other sort of creeping fascist hobgoblins. In fact, we're on your side. Let me start from the beginning. Unknown Dimension is what you might call a specialist publishing house. We traffic in weird, ahead of its time, the lost but not forgotten by a small but dedicated group of plugged-in bibliophiles type of out there mass marketing shunning visionary expression that refuses to be taken on anything but its own terms. We've had an unparalleled run. I guess it says run. I can't. It looks like it says Rin, and then they edited with a pen. An unparalleled run since our inception 4 years ago, unearthing and reviving Christ or zombie-like, or reviving Christ-like or zombie-like. Timeless works such as N. Bestman's Message of the Snakeman, It's Inside Me by Jens Keller, and Emil Krieger's oft-banned Venusian Flesh Traders. But ever since we discovered tattered copies of your Accidental series at a church rummage sale in Long Branch, New Jersey, we've been trying to track down the author of this weird and dark American outsider art. It's just the kind of forgotten portal into the 20th century civilization's anxieties and delusions that our readers lose their minds over. James Bond and Harrison Ford might be the dick-swinging heroes that modern suburban America wants, but John Russell, mild-mannered insurance agent by day, reckless history-revising sociopath by night, is a twisted peacekeeper that it is the twisted peacekeeper that it deserves. It is our mission to bring him back to life. Okay, so I've typed plenty. What do we want from you? We want your permission to reprint the work, since your original publisher, Mercury Books, folded a decade ago. We want you to supply a new foreword for the books to appear in brand new editions of The Accidental Savior and The Accidental Pariah, to be produced by Unknown Dimension as a limited run and marketed directly to our highly discerning customer base. And we want to offer you a portion of the proceeds. Contract to follow, assuming you're interested in coming along with us on this weird odyssey. We look forward to embarking with you. We look $forward to embarking with you, and to thrusting your work screaming back into the sweating palms of an unsuspecting American public. It's about time. Blast off. Kaz. Medish Kaczynski, or Kaczynski, publisher, Unknown Dimension Literature, 6464 Michigan Avenue, Newark, New Jersey. And this is the new version of The Accidental Pariah. A message from future saved the president's wants, but within 24 hours there will be another attempt, and the lines of communication are down. I think we saw that one last time I was doing this. This is the garage. Is there anything in the garage? There is a name tag from Crown Burger asking me about clown combos. Sam, your mother and I will be away for a long weekend celebrating our anniversary, June 3rd through the 7th. We will be camping in the gorge, but we will give you a call on the way home. Sorry the kitchen is still mid-renovation. Never trust a contractor. $40 is on the table to order pizza while we're gone. Be good, Dad. Hey, that's her beret.
I asked Lonnie what she had to do to get ready to ship out for basic training. She said, not a lot, really. You're not allowed to bring anything with you. You have no possessions, no contact with the outside world while you're in basic. You just train hard every day, and then you deploy from there. So, they'll just send her away. To who knows where. The other side of the country, the other side of the world. My mind, can't process it. She's really going to be gone. Just gone.
Wow, that can really does not have anything on it at all. That is on the disappointing side. And how about you? Oh, that's a great angle. Aha! Fizzrite! This one's that ginger ale that we saw in the first area. Or, well, a can for it. Did we have a bottle before? I don't remember. Alright, so there's nothing in the garage, nothing in here. Oops. That's okay, I did look at that already. Hang the phone up, you doofus. Alright. So there's the kitchen. And did I go through the dining room? I don't remember whether I went through the dining room or not. Yes, I did. Alright, so what is this? Another bathroom. Well, you know what that means. Hand soap? Oh, still that great, great scent. Good. And sink. Home cook. Risotto 10 ways. Easy family meals. Pizza on a weeknight? Yes! 165 recipes inside. What to do with leftovers. Toilet paper roll. These colossal, giant, ridiculous sized toilet paper rolls. I feel like sometimes the dimensions are slightly offset to make things look the right size at a distance, maybe. But like seriously, I probably could fit more than 3 toilet paper rolls in my sink if I felt the urge. Why is there no mirror? There needs to be a mirror. This is a bathroom, man. This sink is not the best for filling. Good. Cleansing powder. You can go here. Good. Backup hand soap. Better put it in the sink. And you two, also in the sink. Good. Good, good, good. I did it. I did that. I won again. I succeeded at the sink. Clean up after yourselves, people. By the way, I feel like you should lose the ability to vote and to drink if you cannot flush the toilet in a public area. Ooh, this is a good sink for this. Good. Sink. Sink with the good hand soap. Um, this seems to be some Vicks laundry detergent. There's all temperature washing instructions on the side. That's pretty good. Um, so do they only have a hand washing sink? Okay, I was gonna say, I was like, what? Fabric softener? Add 6 sheets. It's really important. Dude, look at the size of the sock. The sock is gigantic. I wish I knew how to explain it better. The army is this thing I grew up with. It's part of me. My dad's army friends are like family. I've always known it was where I'd end up. I'd never thought of it any other way. I wish things could be different. Maybe someday when I'm settled at a base and you're done with college and you're a famous writer, and I can rebuild a tank engine with my eyes closed, things will be different, and we can be together. Until then, L. I thought that was gonna prompt another story cue, honestly. Uh, oh, are you back at the very beginning now? Did it bring you all the way back to before anything happened? Except now you're level 13 doing it? Or no, you're like level 15 now. What's this say? Dear Kaz, I can't tell you what a joy it is to see John Russell back in print. Thank you very much for sending along copies of the new editions. The cover art is really something. I know you've said that Unknown Dimension isn't in the business of printing new material, but this revived interest in my work brought on a wave of inspiration, resulting in a manuscript that completes John Russell's journey, which I think you may find intriguing. It is reflective and introspective without forgetting the excitement and the weirdness that Unknown Dimension readers expect. I hope this might be an exciting new addition to the Unknown Dimension to pursue. At the very least, I'm grateful for John Russell's adventures didn't come to an end quite when I thought they had. My thanks and regards, Terrence Greenbrier. Jazz. Good. Jazz is a very important genre of music. It influenced a lot of things. Even though it's not my personal taste, I really respect what it has done for everything historically. Cover copy. It's been almost 20 years since John Russell heard the call. Twice he saved the president's life. He's practically forgotten the days of danger and excitement. The days where he mattered. So when the familiar rip in time opens in front of him and his handlers peer out, he doesn't hesitate. Is the president in danger? No. The life you save this time will be your own. Are there no just overarching lights in here? Because it's kind of annoying when I can't see what's going on.
We agreed our last night together would be our happiest ever, and we'd forget tomorrow was going to come at all. It worked for a while. We had a good time seeing Oscar off, then ran up to the attic to look through our photos, to find one for Lonnie to take with her. And looking at them, I realized they were all in the past, and there wouldn't be any more. I didn't know what I was going to do. And I cried. And she held me. She said she knew it was hard, but life would move on. I said I didn't want my life to keep... Lonnie had her going away show with her band tonight. She's so incredible on stage. And she was singing, I could practically forget everything. That we only had 48 hours left. That I don't know what comes next. And I can't live without her. Then she dedicated the last song to me. I couldn't take it. I was out on the curb in the alley, sobbing till my ribs hurt. I would follow her anywhere, Katie. But I can't. Where she's going. After a long time, she found me. She said she was sorry. She said, I wish things could be different. I just wanted to make you happy. I said, I don't think you can anymore.
Alright, let's see here. Hi, Mom, Dad, and Sam. I've had a wonderful time on the beaches of Barcelona. Dad and Sam, I think you would like the Gaudi architecture. It is from a strange alien world. I'm headed to my final destination, Amsterdam. For how long? That depends. I'm running low on money. Will look for a cheap standby ticket and call you when I'm headed home. Sorry for the short notice. Can't wait to see you again. It'll be good to be home. So this was sent when? In October 95. So several months, it appears. Wait, did they not make a... Why didn't they make a light fixture? Alright, so let's go back and listen to that one that cut itself off. Seeing Oscar off, that's when she cried too, I said, all my life. Is there a way to scroll down? Page down, up and down don't work. I can't use the mouse to do it. Well, I guess that part of the story is just gone forever, you guys. Oh, here we go.
We agreed our last night together would be our happiest ever, and we'd forget tomorrow was going to come at all. It worked for a while. We had a good time seeing Oscar off, then ran up to the attic to look through our photos, to find one for Lonnie to take with her. And looking at them, I realized they were all in the past, and there wouldn't be any more. I didn't know what I was going to do, and I cried, and she held me. She said she knew it was hard, but life would move on. I said I didn't want my life to keep moving without her. That's when she cried too. I was so exhausted. I must have fallen asleep like that, in her arms. In the morning, I woke up, and I was finally alone.
196.3. I don't remember another safe that I needed to use a code on, but 196.3 sounds like another safe code. And that's still locked. Secret stairs are over here. Okay, so they're right across from Sam's room door, supposedly. Somewhere, maybe. Okay, so here is Sam's room door. And that down there is the bathroom door. Supposedly there are some stairs right here. Okay, I don't understand. It says there's supposed to be stairs somewhere like right here. See, again, this game, like, it's fine. It's totally okay in many, many ways. Good. Totally okay in many ways. But, like, why? Why does this have to be confusing? Like, seriously? I'm standing right where it says that there should be stairs. And this doesn't do anything. There's no, like, secret trigger over here or anything. It says, though, that there's supposed to be stairs right here. Well, that's not what I mean about that character. What I mean is, were you able to do the starting things with that, or do you just not get the first weapon thing if you do it that way? Okay, I don't get it. I really don't understand. I don't understand. Okay, I would not have... Oh, okay, it does show that marker as well. Okay. Okay, so that's Oscar. Or whatever his name was, I've forgotten. Yes, Oscar. Possession, exorcism, Christy Quinn, interacting with the supernatural and releasing unwanted spirits. Note psychologist. Christy Quinn's guides readers through the detection of spirit possession in oneself and others, release of displaced or trapped spirits, and the procedures involved in successful exorcisms. The healing of most souls is a particular focus, allowing loved ones and local entities to move to the next plane is sometimes the core of spiritual cleansing. One second. Oh, okay. That's what I was wondering, Xander. Okay. Yeah, go ahead and do that. That's totally fine. Let's see here. A fascinating exploration of processes connecting us to the other side with real practical value. Yeah, okay, sure. Prana books. There's the attic key.
The sunset light in this house is the saddest thing I've ever seen. I just want to sleep. When I'm in the attic, it almost feels like Lonnie could still be here. She's just downstairs. I'm just waiting to hear her pull down the hatch and come running up. Maybe I'll go up to the attic and wait.
So that's gonna end on a depressing note. Always remember what we had. Stay strong, kick ass. I love you, Lonnie.
Oh my god. Katie. I fell asleep in the attic, in Lonnie and my old spot, and I missed the first two calls. I just barely caught the third one before the machine got it. And it was Lonnie, on a payphone. She'd been on the bus to Basic, and she said she couldn't think of anything but me and us, and that she couldn't go through with it, with the army and being apart and all of it. And so she got off the bus in Salem. She said, "Sam, I want you to pack up everything you can and get in your car and come find me. And let's just drive until we find somewhere for us." And she asked me if I could do that. And I said yes. Yes.
We have developer, fixer, and stop bath. Those are the three parts for making a photo develop properly. This would be an enlarging machine. These are the three bath bins. Obviously, you would have the lights off when you do this. That's why the lights were probably off to begin with. Photo paper. Lots and lots of photo paper. I do like that she's a photographer. I do love photography. Um, is that everything in here? Looks like it is.
Katie, I'm so sorry that I can't be there to see you in person, that I can't tell you all this myself. But I hope as you read this journal and you think back, that you'll understand why I had to do what I did. And that you won't be sad, and you won't hate me, and you'll just know that I am where I need to be. I love you so much, Katie. I'll see you again someday. Love, Sam.
Okay, so my thoughts. Like I said, it's unnecessarily convoluted when you're trying to find things, and I find that really frustrating. It tells a consistent story, and I'm totally fine with that. I think that's totally cool. Um, the story that is told, I feel like it's trying to make it, a lovers who aren't understood kind of story, which is totally fine. I'm totally down with that, honestly. But I do have some criticisms with the fact that they're trying to make you like these characters and they are completely, like, rude and disrespectful. Like, I think they're trying to play it up that you also think that, the mom and dad may be kind of crappy people or fairly religious. But as a non-religious person who's gone through my religion kind of phase, um, um, I find it ham-fisted and weak, and I don't really know why they had to go that route. They could have just made them, critical of the lifestyle in general. In the 90s, gay people weren't nearly as accepted as they are now. They didn't have to be particularly religious, but they kept putting, like, holy Bibles and a plaque for something about some religious thing in there. Oh, that's cute. The cats thing. I like that. So I don't know about that. That's like at the same time, I have my criticisms with the political messages relating to feminism, and they had their little comment about feminism in the thing, and I made, kind of a weak pot shot, which I felt kind of crappy about afterwards. Uh, if people really were against it because of that really tangential reference to being a feminist or whatever, then that's pretty crummy, honestly. It didn't have anything that really subtracted from the story in any way. It wasn't really overbearing, so I don't really think that mattered much. I feel like it was fine. The story itself is consistent. It doesn't waver the actual main story. There are kind of side stories that are, interesting, and I feel like there's an actual family behind this. But I really feel like it pulls itself away from the story. Um, the game itself isn't bad. It definitely is what would be defined as a walking simulator. Some people don't like walking simulators. I think they're fine. This one, it definitely had a lot of passion and effort put into it in a lot of parts. I think that the things they were trying to do, they wanted to do because they thought it would be good. Few of them didn't hit quite so well for me. The trying to find secret passages I found really annoying, even when it points them directly out to you. I wasn't such a big fan of that. I feel like it also had some creators who were really into horror, because the house itself felt like it could have been the setting for a horror game. It had just had the correct build and the secret passages, and they put in like the looking for hauntings kind of stuff, even though it didn't go anywhere and stuff like that. I feel like it totally could have gone that path if they'd wanted to. It obviously went into this type of game, which is also perfectly fine. Um, let's see, the gameplay, your character moves a bit too slow for my taste. This is a criticism I have with a lot of games where your motion doesn't match the scope of the area you're trying to travel through. When there's a lot of you not doing anything in a given part, like when you're trying to get from one end of the house to the other end of the house because it's unlocked, or things like that, the pacing just feels draining and slow. It's not a major complaint. I've definitely noticed worse experiences. Like to me, Slender is like the epitome of frustratingly slow movement. Um, the little details I thought were really nice. The fact that like boxes and stuff had complete covers and sides and nutritional facts and cooking instructions and all that kind of stuff. I thought that was really neat. I thought that, if all those were assets made by them, that's great. If they were bought assets, then whoever made those assets originally, good job to them. You know what I mean? Um, the let's see, what else is there? The th- um I already made my criticisms about the looking around for places you need to go and made a couple kind of comments on it in this. That's really my lingering frustration about this is how much it subtracts from the gameplay. The story that was told was great. Well, not great. The story that was told was good. It was consistent. It felt like an ongoing story with the same characters doing the same things. I could understand an army brat having the personality Lonnie has. I can understand Sam maybe being a kind of outcast who's become critical of society and therefore she is kind of cynical and also easily manipulated when she finds someone who is a friend that would make her become kind of this anti-establishment person like she is. I don't like the way that they become because to me their anti-authority take mostly just turns them into rude people, it looks like, from the things I saw. You can totally be anti-authority without being disrespectful, even disrespectful to the people in authority, I believe. I think that it's totally okay to disagree with the law without, like trying to burn down a police station or smash police vehicles. I can totally understand being critical of the actions taken by a group like the government without rioting outside of government buildings. Um, I just think that the way that they are totally realistic. It's not bad in that way. It's just I don't like the characters. It made it a little harder to connect with the story. I'm totally fine with, them running off and being together if that's what they want to be or whatever, that's fine. But I just feel like I don't really care about the characters as much as if they were a little bit more relatable and a little bit less rude. Good on the team. They did a good job. They told a consistent story, like I said. The atmosphere is good. The house is actually kind of a realistic shape for a very large house out in the forest. Um, Overall, I mean, I'd probably give it a 7 out of 10, maybe 6 out of 10, somewhere in that range. It definitely could be better. It absolutely could be worse. I really did find it interesting, and I did like piling stuff up in the sinks. The amount of detail and the fact that there are repeated assets, but not drainingly repeated assets, like this like okay, so I could show you exactly how a lower budget cut rate lazy version of this would go. So you go in and there may be like one can bought off of some asset site and that same can is found everywhere and that same pizza box is found everywhere and that same magazine is on every shelf. And the only thing that you see are notes that are typed up in print instead of photographic ones that are inserted into the game. And there are definitely a lot of ways that this game goes above and beyond the minimum effort, which is great because I've seen a lot of independent games where that is not the case. I haven't played many. I typically try to look for a little bit higher cut stuff than that. But I've watched like Harshly Critical and people like that play atrocious games. And so this game, it does a lot of good stuff. It definitely has a lot of good qualities, and if this really was the center of some controversy in Gamergate, as a supporter of the Gamergate side, it seems fine. It seems, benign. My biggest criticism, like I said, is that the characters, since they're so rude, aren't really all that appealing to me. But it's okay. It's fine. It's not bad. So this is my completed play of Gone Home, and I think it's all right. It's not the best. I'm sure there's even better walking simulators out there. I guess if you were to find um, Journey as a walking simulator, I think it's a little bit more than that. It's slightly a platformer. Um, that would probably be the top tier for me. I'll never get to play that because I don't own a PlayStation. Unless the game company, I think they're called That Game Company. If they were to release their games on Steam, I would play Flow, Flower, and Journey. I would play all three of those. But as far as tying to this, it's not the best walking sim, but it's okay. It tells a good story. Some walking sims are literally just a graphics fest, and this one tells a story. So good on it for that. It's good. It's okay. It's definitely, like I said, not perfect. I guess I'm just going in a circle now. But yeah, so that was Gone Home. I didn't hate it. I could say that I liked it insofar as I didn't dislike it. So yeah, that's my playthrough, and thanks for watching. I'll be back in a moment, Xander. I will be starting another game. I just gotta figure out what I'm gonna do. Ah, that outro. That outro, my nose.